Hello and welcome back to another studio vlog. So last week I only filmed for one day and I filmed the beginning of starting the Patreon artwork for May, and oh boy was that artwork the most out of my comfort zone piece I have drawn up to date. I've drawn backgrounds before, but they've never been bigger than the characters themselves. Recently I've seen a bunch of how to paint trees, grass, clouds, and so on wash tutorials on TikTok and Instagram. So I was inspired by that to try something new. I went and searched up how to digitally color clouds, and I followed those steps to create the clouds in this piece. I'm usually really picky when it comes to drawing clouds, but ever since I started looking at these gouache paintings, I actually started looking at nature a lot closer than I usually would when it comes to colors, when it comes to shading, when it comes to shapes of the clouds and so on. My clouds don't need to look neat. Clouds are all different type of shapes. Some are scattered, some barely look like a cloud. So I can literally do whatever I want with these clouds, and once I started to just not care as much about their shape, they kind of came to be in the artwork. Now there's not that many clouds in here, but with the biggest cloud in the artwork, I was being so picky with the shape. But once I realized everything I just said, I just let it go. Let the cloud be a cloud. Another thing was the movement of the leaves in the tree. Now I don't know if I conveyed that really well. I did several different things with the tree, but I believe that it was the best that I could do. I don't exactly know how to convey movements of a tree in the wind. When I was younger, I really loved drawing hair in the wind and clothes in the wind, and I don't believe I've actually drawn too much of that, because then I've also started drawing more frogs, more mushrooms, more flowers, and so on. So I haven't really been drawing like clothes and human characters as much. But with this piece, I really wanted to do that, and I'm so happy with how Lana and Chimi turned out with their bows, their clothes, Lana's hair in the wind, and so on. I told my patrons that if I liked how this art piece turned out, I was going to use it as a notebook cover for notebooks in the future for my Etsy shop, which I will be doing. Not sure how close in the future that's going to be. It was a very challenging piece. I'm glad I pulled through and made it happen. And it's crazy to think that this art piece kind of formed and came together from simply watching those gouache painting tutorials. You can get inspiration from anywhere. Today there are two things I would like to get done. One is for my mailing station over here. It's a huge mess. I just keep chucking things in there, but I need to stop ignoring it and organize it better because it's starting to get kind of messy there. And the other thing is I finally bought holographic sparkle laminate. I've been pushing back buying that for a very long time. I hope it turns out well because I'm planning to try it on the Patreon stickers this month. I think they are perfect for this month's Patreon stickers. Let's get started. So I just tried the holographic laminate and I think it's super cute. I'm really happy with how it looks like. It's perfect, I think, for this month's theme. I'm glad that I finally decided to buy this laminate, and pretty much everything that I wanted to get done today is done. However, I do have a fun package that is in the mailbox. I have to wait till my husband gets home to get it. I just received one of the packages I've been waiting for. They're all kind of out already, but it's because I just did an unboxing for Patreon and I'm so excited for these keychains. These are the first keychains that I've done outside of a group order and I'm so happy with how they turned out. The first design is the bear from my most recent sticker pack. This is the first time I'm experimenting with single-sided glitter epoxy and I love how the glitter looks on it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks great in person. It is double-sided, but only one side has the glitter on it. And then the other one is the fox with his snow friend. And it also looks great as well. And here's how the back looks like. I got 25 of each. They're both 2.5 inches. I'm still waiting for a certain type of key clasp to come in before I put them together. So now I'm just going to check them. Hopefully they're mostly okay. I just finished checking all the acrylic charms and they're all good except for this one right here on his leg here. It looks like it had some kind of protective covering on it and then it got messed up or pushed to the side a bit when it got resined. So this one I will be keeping for myself, but then all the other ones are good, so I'm really happy with that. Just finished cutting all of these backing cards. Now that I think about it, it was really good that I decided to do a sticker pack. Now I can use the same backing card for all the items that are in this collection, so it's really nice. So the only thing I did was change the text to an acrylic keychain there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack these with the backing back in the bags that they came in. I bought different key clasps to try, so I'm going to pack them away, make sure they're protected, and I'm going to wait for those to arrive before I can assemble them. These bags are in a much better shape than the other bags I got for the acrylic keychains I did in the last studio vlog, so that makes me happy. I can reuse these. Looks super cute in the packaging. Let's do a fox one now. And then here's the fox. They look so good in the packaging. I thought about changing the packaging because I thought maybe the background is too much. But I think now that I look at it more in the packaging, they look perfectly fine. Today is Tuesday, May 9th, and I woke up really early this morning and I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule. However, it's just hard when you're more of a night person than a morning person, but at least I'm trying. That's all that matters. The only problem with that is even if I wake up early, I'm not ready to start working or doing things until after lunch or in the afternoon, in the evenings. That's when I'm the most active. I made some coffee, I placed a Honkai Star Rail for a little bit, and then I started thinking about stuff for the Etsy shop. Now today in particular, I'm thinking more about the notebook with the Patreon artwork. There's quite a few ways I can go about making the notebook, but I'm not exactly sure which route is the best. I've had some difficulty getting that matte laminate. Right now I'm okay, I managed to snag one when it came back, but apparently the company that makes the matte laminate I'm using is going to be in Walmart stores. However, that might just be in the US. I don't know if they would be in Canada, but because they need product to go into Walmart, they haven't had a consistent set of products on Amazon, so I was freaking out a little bit. I just checked today as well, and right now they do have some, but sometime last month when I checked again, I saw that they were all out of stock, and I was starting to freak out, and I really did not want to look for another matte laminate. So right now I'm thinking about saving the laminate that I'm currently using just for stickers only. Let me show you what I'm doing so far. So here I have the artwork printed out on regular computer paper, and they're all printed on draft mode, so they're not the best looking, but that's how it is when you're just doing a practice piece. And this is the front cover, this is the back cover. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing something like this for the inside cover. Let's try this out and see how the practice notebook goes. So it looks like the mini cinch did not punch some of the holes nicely. I'm just gonna try to kind of cut it off and then run it through the laminator again, and then we'll see if it fixes anything. I just took a small pair of scissors and cut the extra off and ran it through the laminator, and it looks pretty good. So right now this is actually pretty sturdy. I'm actually kind of impressed, and this is the thinner cardstock that I have. So I'm thinking maybe if instead of using the chipboard, if I go this route where I laminate them, it'll be not only a little bit easier for me, I can also make it nicer looking, but also not as expensive as I thought it would be if I used the heavier cardstock. This is the 61-pound cardstock. Then I have a 110-pound cardstock. Plan is to make this a 5x7-inch notebook. So this is a 5x7 sheet of paper. The cover is a little bit bigger than the sheets of paper, which is what I want. I really like how the practice piece came out. I'm so tired, you guys. I finally got this back cover and this front cover done in my matte laminate that I really love, with the sticker paper like I thought I would do it. It was the most stressful thing ever. I messed up like 3, 4, 5 times with the sticker paper, with the laminate, and I wasted so much material. I know that's how it is when you start learning how to make something new, but I don't know if this is the way I'm going to make notebooks. The chipboard isn't too bad, but the laminate and the sticker paper are a whole nother thing, and I don't know if that would be good for the cost of the notebook. Today is Thursday, May 11th. I will be assembling the acrylic keychains that I got earlier in the vlog. The key classes that I ordered finally arrived. So these were the key classes that I was waiting on. I've seen a lot of artists use them. And yes, I do know that Vograce has these key classes. However, I thought that I was going to be using a different one, like the star ones that I have. And I also have a bunch of key classes and jump rings in general, so I didn't want to ask them for it. And also, I didn't decide to use these ones till after I had already ordered the keychains, so that's just how it is. Also thought I could possibly use this wing key class for the bear because it has the bee on it. I think it would just look super cute on the bear. I originally planned to have both with this one, but honestly I still don't know what I'm going to do. Afterwards, if there's enough time, I'm going to try to make a wristlet with the lanyards that I got recently of the remakes and where the manufacturer kind of messed up a little bit on them. So I would try to make one by hand because I know how to hand sew, and if I like how it looks like, my husband and I will probably work on turning the rest into wristlets. So yeah, let's get started. As of right now, the manufacturer is remaking the lanyards, and I have put these to the side until I heard word of it. You can see the start of another lanyard here. Now I need to figure out where I want to cut it. I think I'm going to cut it right after where it was sewed here. So we will start at the orange flower here. Try the scissors. If you don't know what this is pinking shears, and these are normally used to keep fabric from fraying. I've been using it to make my candy shaker charms. That's how that looks like. And on the other end, I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, we're going to go at 15 inches because that's almost exactly where my logo starts. My logo's right here, and right under there is 15 inches. So I'm just going to cut as long as I can get for now. We want to take into account that we need to put this back in here to like this with the flower on the side maybe. That's about 6.5 inches from here to where the clip is. I don't think that's too long, so I'm going to try that. Here is the wristlet. I just finished hand sewing it. Of course, if we do make these, I will be machine sewing them because they'll be a lot faster and they look nicer. These are the bees, butterfly, and the ladybug that is in the same artwork as the one on the lanyard, and these are actually from the shaker charm. These are from the C grade ones. I just popped them open, and the ball chains here are from the snack bag. I took it off the snack bag, so it was originally in this was a C grade candy shaker charm, and I just used this sticker remover tool to pry the sides open. It wasn't too hard. Here's one that hasn't had the hole drilled into it. The shaker pieces inside the shaker charm is one-sided, but then it actually feels kind of nice. So this side is open and this side is covered with acrylics. So I will probably go ahead and start making the wristlets, then have the options to add the charm, and I think it's a super cute idea. I have one fox keychain that's gonna have a star on it. I bought exactly 50 of the key clasps that you just saw me use, and 2 of them are faulty. You should always buy extras, which I should have bought 1 pack extra and I didn't. But I only needed 1 extra because one of the bare ones is not in good condition. This one, when you push it down, it doesn't go back, so you have to push it back. And this one, when you close it, it doesn't go back into place really nicely. It'll be a little bit off to the side, and I don't like that. So there's one fox that will have this star on it.